The views and opinions expressed on this show by the hosts do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host and the channel. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
welcome to the greatest podcast on the planet.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yolana eti po 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 po.
And they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just hit home in a Honda. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting. I'm okay. I'm just minutes away. You can call me any day. You can call me we play. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting.
Where are you all going?
Where are you all
As I can't remember which parliament it was. It was a parliamentary session. I think it was South Africa, yeah, right? She's addressing like serious issues. Yeah.
Where are you all going?
Where are you all going? But imagine if that happens, bro. Siku parliament speaker of the house, yakhuluma. Tina la Maforty, the party just was die, you know it. Fuck this shit.
It happens in Parliament. It used to happen in Parliament with the old Mgcini guys.
Oh yeah. That's why it is that.
Not with this new money. Yeah. But yeah, Ralph calls me and asked me to come and do the podcast when I'm on leave. What about disrespect is that?
I'm alright. As nalabens khona ntwa umuntu nxa kulivele lokumwhatsapp you're not allowed.
Liyakwazi ukuthi yimi HR podcast le. So ngayalo kubuya I might fire you.
and you can tell like you saw that I'm extremely tired. I'm tired.
If them dala ulives awutshela kule emergency laba ndoda wendiwe kumele uwe.
Australia ikubo bodwa bavunyelwe ignore umsebenzi. Wonithi sebephasi libill.
Yeah, so
la bezilaba ukucotsha umsebenzi.
No, but there's a particular billionaire, like if you guys watch Shark Tank, one of the guys there was like, if I call you and you don't pick up, you're immediately fired. Consider yourself fired. Consider yourself dismissed.
Why would you dismiss the person who will leave?
But and I feel like it's wrong. Like we're building this culture which like people, especially entrepreneurs, think that they own your time. You may own my time for 8 hours in a day. But like I would you like saying property like you don't know what I'm getting up to like in my downtime that you are definitely not paying me for.
In them you're my property.
Wait. Take the mic.
Yeah,
ask your mic on the question on the mic.
Yeah.
All right. Mina, I have a question, right? Like, you're saying Guti, it's just 8 hours of work, right?
Yeah.
But we're in Zim right now. We're not in the first world country.
Contract is a contract.
Yakufonela 5 a.m. when you're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And you know that you make money through those endeavors, isn't it?
Yes.
So you're gonna say Guti, I saw
If you are self-employed, that may be.
Sure.
But if you're
self-employed,
But even then, do you know what we're trying to do here? We're not trying to like build Rome in a day. We're trying to say like for us to get to a point whereby even you as an entrepreneur, right? But people know that for this guy's hustle, as him doing it between 8 and 4 p.m. We're trying to build a culture.
Like we let deal okata coin $300 at 4 a.m. So that I mean that must be done at 4 in the morning. That deals.
That cannot be done at 9 in the morning. Nah,
at 4 a.m.
You can't do that.
Why would you call me at 4
Why are you calling me at 4 in the morning?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Why would you come here for? I'm here to have.
What is it that is so urgent at 4 in the morning that we can't do it at 9?
I'm here to have my morning glory around 6. Why you call me at 4?
Hey, Maforty mera change drive him.
Why you call me at 4?
Zwana baba.
Now you've disturbed his
Why you
mojo,
calling me
bro.
at 4?
Zwana baba.
Yeah.
Mana ngitshela something and intele khumali ayikho le.
ayikho nga.
Ufwem, Jake.
I was even Maforty. That's the truth.
Ufwem,
But we're trying to
yeah,
build a culture. So
as Zimbabwe, we're not going to build that culture, mdala.
Let me
As
put
Zimbabwe, yikho lapho
clearly,
ukuthi
I wish-
i-budget ye 2 point something million years about it to 1.7 billion. Yabo, ilizwe lethu aliyenzi ukuthi we're trying to build a culture. We're not going to build any culture lapha, Jake.
we can, and if you want to, if
actually
you're willing to, it's easy.
And wes when ukhuluma ulapha
Otherwise siphile la
kubulawayo
nje.
mdala kula Jake.
Says who?
Akulandela.
Says who?
Says me. Mina lapha ngiqedile and I know 10 million labanye abantu abazavumelana nami Jake. eZimbabwe Jake akuyenzi lokho nje.
Also, uthi vele 2/3 majority of the country. Sivumelana nawe.
Pass the mic. You want to say
Then
something?
I'll tell you why
Pass-
that
pass the
mentality is
mic,
wrong.
Pass the mic.
All right, guys, and what I'm saying is that wena uzayala and idile ngo 4 a.m. man. But at 10 p.m. now, when the berry that you want wena is efuna champagne bar. So khuthile $300 that you could have made at 4 p.m. at 4 a.m. just because you wanted to sleep.
But at the time, ngisala bengikwazi phela ukuthi
No,
there's a chance.
no, it doesn't count.
Also, high motivation le ayisiyo le.
Why would you be motivated to buy
No,
champagne?
why you not
Bar.
talking
Ungathi
why you not
So
talking
I woke up
about
at 4
buying
a.m.
cars and stuff?
Why would that be
Why
motivated
must
by
it be?
champagne?
Yeah. Our interests are not aligned. That is true.
So what?
But mina ngifuna umkazi oyi-wine.
Mina ngithe la endlini so mina ngifuna morning glory when I
My
have to
bro,
step.
Yeah.
do you think ukuthi if there were no women in the world and
How did we get to women?
wait,
It's fun because what's asingaqedi vele le topic le.
How do you even get to women?
if there were no women in the world, do you think it's just a ding imali endlela esedinga ngayo?
So let me go back to what we were discussing. Then we'll go to the women part.
Yes.
If you're working for someone and you have a contract that says usebenza from 8 to 5, do you know if you fuck up at work past 5, it's not allowed to even fire you? Do you know that?
Fire you, it's their
You
company.
know it's not at labor court.
It's their company.
If you understand the law at labor court, you will lose your case.
Ingaphi Jake, it's faka ama
Labor
avenue.
court samhlela but and you will lose the case. Because I'm telling you, umuntu omsebenzi awusum overwork la.
Okay, so let's try and do this.
You
Let's
know
try and
that,
educate
right?
people that don't know.
Yeah, you can get
Let him cook.
Labor court operates differently from any other court.
Mhlahlandlela.
Office
Office number what?
Ministry of Labor. You go to Labor court. I don't know where exactly, but I guarantee you, Labor court to say, what does your contract say? Was this overtime? Was this paid? But if was in your contract overtime? No. So,
I-contract le wayithola ngokhazi mdala.
if any contract,
ngama
what are you telling
connections,
Ukhazi,
Here's the problem
ukhazi
with people of
unomsebenzi
Zim.
omele.
Sorry to ask, what type of work do you do? Are you employed or self-employed?
I'm fucking boss.
No,
man.
because sorry, why
I'm a
I'm
fucking boss.
asking is
Mina for me and
Yeah.
my people are flexible. They can do whatever they want, but the end of the day, I want results delivered.
but as a owner of a business,
Entrepreneur.
as an owner of a business,
Yes.
right? As an owner of a business, I'm
Yes.
actually advising you that you respect the contract that you give your workers, because a labor code pro,
Yo.
a labor code pro,
Did you
But
that
sign
shit
a
don't
contract?
fly.
also now let me make my point. And
Yeah.
remember, you were not oblivious to the reality of things on the ground. Ukuthi hayi kusezim lapha uyaxotsha and so on. What we are saying is that is not right.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like,
Guys.
change money. Let me cook.
Let him cook,
Let me cook.
and so that you eat.
Hey, leave. Likhambe lisuthi.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know what this is like? This is like saying, come every election cycle, there's always going to be that one person. Man,
Wait. Let him finish. Then we.
every election cycle is always that one person who says that, hi, what's the point of voting?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do? They stay home. But not only do they stay home, but they actually get other people to stay home. Like it's like when an apple rots, it also affects all the other apples in the basket. Yeah, but what we're saying is that no matter what, like, fight back.
Yeah, go fucking vote.
If the workforce in Zim, and this is so important because remember, opposition Yalapa was actually built on the labor
Yeah,
movement.
that's it to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying that if the workforce in Zim were to show overwhelming force, Betty guys, please honor contracts as much as employees. honor their
All
contracts.
right, guys, can I say something about that?
There's no way your boss is going to call you after 5
Can I
p.m.
say? Let me say something about it.
Yeah.
I actually work for someone. Apparently, I have a contract.
Yeah.
I don't even honor that contract. You know why? I know my value in that business. Ngiyafika ngo 8 or at 9, I do my job for 2 hours and then I bounce off ngenze ezinye izinto on the side.
Okay.
You know why? They'll never fire me. You know why? I do my job excellently and there's no one or a degree or away and replace it because they don't know what they're doing.
All right. That's one. But
But-
also,
but you need to
in a situation whereby, manini phela,
Man, wait, we
manini
give it
phela,
a chances here.
manini phela,
Yeah.
manini phela. You do that, right? Because you know the value that you add to the firm.
Yes.
This same person, they might not have done it yet. And I think I know your boss.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. They may not have done it yet.
Yes.
But is my bro, he'll never do that to you. But I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, right? There's actually a chance with one day he's gonna ask something where you can see with the wait, this is outside the scope of my work or the conditions.
But
in
if
the
you're
contract.
doing your job
wait,
excellently,
wait,
there's
listen,
no
finish.
reason
You know what
for
he's gonna say?
for them to fire you.
Wait.
isn't it?
He's
Let
gonna
him-
say
let him-
ultimately, I pay you and I pay you on time. One. Yeah, well. And the thing is, and on that particular day, what are you gonna want? You're gonna want to visit the contract. What high? But Dad.
Contract I mean.
Contract. And what is he gonna say?
He's gonna revisit the
But the
contract
contract says that you must also be at work.
But you are not there at work.
8 and 4.
No.
Bro,
My contract doesn't state that I should be at work. My
okay.
contract states
All right.
my responsibilities.
Okay.
I-
Also,
but
what you're saying is that you fulfill your
I fulfill my
within 2 hours.
responsibilities.
Exactly. And then
If I can I can even do them before I even come to work. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be at work for the whole day. I've done my responsibilities. I'm done with my work.
but you stick to your contract.
Yes.
Basically, you stick to your contract.
All right.
Right?
Well,
So
I'm
Lai
fine.
is obliged to sit to what? To stick to
I
the
think
contract.
Lapa, we're agreeing in different ways.
Yeah, possibly.
Lina ngapo likhuluma like formal employment where wena kumele uhambe ngo-8 maybe remember HR uyachayisa ngo-5. There's no need for your boss to call you at 5 a.m. ethi ngicela sidiscuss i-contract yabantu laba abatsha bafuna ukujoyina because
You can do it at 8.
you can still do it at 8. Then amajita la akhuluma nge-setup leyani ukuthi
Ukujingirisa.
ibhizinesi lengeyethu Jake asokuthi ibhizinesi lengeyethu dog.
Yeah, continue.
Ibhizinesi lengeyethu Jake nxa uweekhinele ngafona ngo-3 ethi madoda sengifuna ukulifakela i-3 meter la
Yeah.
linginike into lezi eziprintwa la.
So
There's
wena
no way
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna sleep intanye
Yeah,
kuya
I know,
ngo-8
I know.
because weekine uzafonela abanye abantu abasaplaya into naleyana so ke shiyana.
Right now, I need 5,000 US, and I have 5,000 US. Now, Jane, ngihlale eflatini lot amagezi avaya mdala and you can't do shit. You understand? And makulo umuntu ozamele yehle ngama-stairs, senzafonela i-boys ami ithi eba mdala. Kumele uyehle le 5,000 lapho kulo muntu ozoyithatha phansi la.
Fast.
Uyabona?
Noma ngo-3 years.
Akula lapho zangihamba khona ethi hey breach of contract or nonsense. Le lo ngumsindo lo manje.
So basically what you guys are saying is it's okay to be fucked up.
What you know?
No, I'm saying no. What I'm saying so is you are saying ukuthi
What are you saying?
What are you saying? We're recording.
So you were saying when you were saying
Yeah.
ukuthi kuseZimbabwe la
Yeah.
we operate differently. Right? You know, wait, mana. You were saying to Zimbabwe we operate different, you get fired and what. When you're saying you call someone at 3 a.m.
I will call someone.
At 3 a.m.
If they don't want, I'll call someone else at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. This is what I'm saying. It's fucked up.
What we're saying is that's not
It's
right.
that's
You're not supposed
right.
to do that.
That's fucked up.
Hi guys.
Just because there's always someone
Just because
willing
there's always someone
to
willing-
pick up at 3 in the
doesn't
morning
mean
doesn't
it's
make you
right.
calling right.
Doesn't mean it's right.
wrong. This would be very wrong if I'm calling a woman at 3 a.m. and saying, "Yes, so." But if it's a
Hayi,
guy,
kanti why didn't uhambe bafazini?
Mana
Asikhulume ngemali.
Asibuyeleni ngapha.
lapha sisemalini or
Lapha semalini.
Semalini
Was saying-
esipanyeni,
and
sesipanyeni
basically
la.
the point I'm making here, right?
Yes.
Also, I'm acknowledging the fact that it's in Zim. Zim is almost like a 90% informal based economy.
Yeah.
What we're saying is in as much as
99.
possibly. In as much as there's someone willing to pick up the phone at 3 in the morning, doesn't make you calling right.
Yeah.
So
That's what we're saying.
No.
What
Why?
are
No,
you
you-
guys saying? What are you guys saying?
You are totally taking. You are taking advantage.
You're taking advantage of the situation.
Advantage of a situation.
It's beneficial to both
Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like? In some countries, in some companies, this is what HR does. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
What in some companies and HR ends or so, if the boss feels like you're stepping out of line, right? They feel like you're being insubordinate, but they can't prove it. What do? They'll tell you about other candidates that they were hiring.
Okay.
Bekungenisa obviously laphana thatha ifile egcwele ama-tax return laba ethi ngama-CV lana ngama-CV. Those are people.
Are those people?
Wait. Let the example finish.
Let him finish.
Right. And what they're basically doing, they're striking fear in you. Which, you know what? I kind of fine. There's nothing wrong that I did that can be proven, but I kind of need to pull up my socks and get with the program. Otherwise, there's always someone there to replace me. And basically, by calling someone at 3 a.m., man, if I don't pick up, I know it's a hamba komunye. So it's not like before I want us to discuss this at 3 a.m. I know that if I then call you at 10, my guy.
Okay. So you are supposed to have this conversation with umuntu ozamfonela mina. Was at the top of the thing. Yeah, one.
But remember what you're saying? They take advantage of the
situation. And engakulalelanga uzafonela mina and mina I'm going to call umuntu ophansi kwami. And ophansi kwami uza answer. Yabona? Because mina I've got pressure.
Remember, we say we're not trying to change the situation overnight.
But we're simply saying it's wrong.
We're just acknowledging the fact that it's wrong.
Here's the thing, guys. Let's not say we're not trying to change the situation because we are not going to change the situation. Actually,
That's why I disagree.
It's going to
If
get
all
worse.
of us think that way, then we won't change
It's
it.
going to get worse, man. I'm gonna give you. The situation is gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show. We have a live audience now.
Very enthusiastic and
Very
charged.
enthusiastic. We're going to have fun tonight.
Disclaimer: we are not sponsored by Heineken.
We needed my bosses to know that Maforty is on leave.
Yeah.
We just need the bosses to know that.
But guys, what I was saying is, ukuthi mina nxa nisebenza eZimbra kumbe nisebenze e-UN u-line manager memfonela ngo-2 ekseni is unacceptable memfonela ngo-leave. But mina nxa nisebenza lawe Vuyi sikwazi ukuthi ibhizinesi le ngiyami la esiyi-2 kule client eselifuna ukuphathela ezinye izinto ngo-2 ekseni.
And
But I know,
but remember, our interest is now different.
The interests are different.
It's not different.
It's ours.
Then my guy, if the business is mine, I'll wake up at 2 in the morning, my guy.
Yes.
Ulalan wena ngo-2 ulalan. Akona nto elela check. Ufuna uphuphana right?
So let me give an example.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you what actually happens, right?
Yes, brother.
I work better
Where?
at night, right? Everywhere I work.
Where do you work?
Everywhere I work. I work
where
better
do
at
you
night. Wait. Listen. I work better at night.
Guys, I keep hearing many conversations.
I focus better at night. But I'll never call my board members at night and say, guys, so good, so. I'll never call my secretary. I'll never call my colleagues at 4 a.m. and say, guys, same plan and so. No.
Are we being practical?
I'm telling you the truth. Like I'm gonna mention out in vegan, right?
Yes.
Trust me, they will know if Maforty says I'm not. But Maforty we are going to Guan at 5. Maforty will tell you no, I can only go to Guan at 6, and that's it. But if you're gonna ban biscuit, come and start son. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. The reason because very next time
Maforty.
And my job is so important that there are people's lives at stake. But I still say 6 o'clock is the time I start working.
Maforty.
Yeah.
You are there like when was a puma the whole thing and he picks a face like a man. So if I ask you this question, you are going to respond.
Should.
Uspana.
As long as it's respect for our answer.
But what relevance is it way worse?
Should. Should. Sorry? Unfortunately, there are other things I can't tell you. Unfortunately,
the government.
I can't tell you. But, no, you know your boss. But I'm saying, there's some, like, listen. There's a
I didn't say who your boss is, though.
The reason why I'm not around is because my work, and I can't tell you where I work. Okay. Because it's very sensitive at the moment. But
it tells you
I work.
All right. Yeah. Can I say what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, mdala. As ma udinga imali. Hayi khonoko ukhuluma yena.
Asiyani khonoko vele.
Mina ngidinga imali. Ngidinga imali. Mina ngidinga imali, bro. Let me tell you, right now I'm looking for money, but my work starts at 6.
All right,
So when auntie, if your work starts at 6, at 6 you are hola $400, and then mina ngilikhyo lakho ngithi mfana answer phone yami at 4. I'm gonna give you an extra 400. Uzayalo pheka?
Mina, I most likely yes.
Most likely.
See, I'm not motivated. Is it the problem is people are motivated
You are
by
not
money.
motivated
You
by
are
money.
motivated. I'm never motivated by money. Bro, when you get to my age, you realize something. Let me tell you something.
Eba bunga phone sukera lo.
Check it.
Ngicela
Ask him
sikhathi
clean.
kancane.
Ask him clean.
besisonke Maforty,
No. Ask him clean.
Okay.
Was I not the day in Pumala? The last time I was here, was I not telling you I opted to go to Lupane in North America? Was I not telling you that? It's a choice. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying what motivates us is different. If I'm motivated, go wake up and go make money. I'm not motivated by it. I work differently than most people, and I guarantee you, if you work with me, you understand that, bro. More money does not motivate me at all.
Anyway,
Peace of mind.
Anyway, welcome to the show, guys.
Yes.
How are people doing?
How are people doing in the power cuts?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I can't relate. So tell me.
I also can't relate, bro.
Yeah, I can't relate. So tell me, how are you navigating the power cuts?
Guys, about the power cuts, right?
No, but these are real issues, though.
No, real issues on what?
Yeah,
I need 7 t-shirts. Ipolo, round neck.
So that's a real issue to you, back.
It's a real issue. It's a real issue.
Man, fuck that shit, bro.
Wait,
Like, nah.
You don't have time to iron in the morning. You're talking about work.
Yeah.
Unless kaso iron EM and same 17. So I need 7 t-shirts and wash and wear. Wash and wear. 7.
Lazy. Motherfucker this.
Guys, how would you go to work and be representable to your investors? Uchwapen.
We are taking a gas tank. No,
we're still paying
But wait.
It's a solution.
How?
Money paid. Now, I think in the context of this conversation, and I would actually say that for the ordinary Zimbabwean, this is a real issue. The one that we had about workplace practices and they're not formally employed. But as far as things like water, gents, things like let's not take it for granted.
Water and power cuts,
but water, power cuts, those are actually real issues. Bread and butter issues. We just don't get up and this has to change. Like someone somewhere has to do something about it.
So how are you coping in power cuts? I need to know, how are you coping?
I mean, I'm not coping.
How bad is it?
Mina, there's a weekend where I'm a kid fine.
So fold.
I was so fold. Actually, it was the thing is exactly. I think actually but
anyway,
no, but my thing is about 2 weeks ago, I'm a Friday. I'd say Friday afternoon. Sunday at 11 p.m. And the whole time I'm scheming, maybe it's just a fault or something. Only to find out that Vele is now like, notice this is now the new status quo. You check. But now my problem is that it's actually a bit erratic. You know, like find that weekend, then so see what I'm for the next 3 days. But you're living in fear, bro, because you're like, shit,
PTSD.
Your phone is 100% of the time.
PTSD. Phone I'm very charging. I'm fucking up my battery. My power bank gets recharged.
And the fucked up thing is, this guy stays sharp. So
like, and where I stay, bro, like,
you guys stay like
it's one of the best. I stay in Hillside.
Hey, Lo hlale inside, lo hlale outscored, but bonke bakhala ngamagetsi. Like, the fuck?
Yabona mina into engahambiyo nje eflat nje ngamagetsi ngamanzi yabona amanzi ani
Yeah.
mina ngiyansizwa abantu bekhala ngamanzi and I'm like
No,
wow.
when I used to stay in town, that was the nice thing about it.
I'm like wow
amagetsi.
amanzi ahamba
Yeah.
it's surprising huh? But amagetsi guys amagetsi yazi ayakhanuka ndoda mdala yabona nje yazi yabubukele so izinto like for people ababukele izinto until like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then 5 a.m. abantu ngavala amehlo mpitshana so ubone sechaya phansi and it's not like
Yazi yabona ntaji.
So
it's not like abuya mdala abuya vele yazi usugodle ngawo nje yabonga that's how bad it is man amagetsi uyakhanuka
I can imagine someone maybe staying in Magwego Pomona because ngake complain umuntu oseyeside umuntu ose-escort ngamagetsi then it's really fucked up. Because ngeze ibhuda zami nani nje ethi amagetsi sometimes because yena uya commuter usebenzela kajana so uvuka around 5-6. So ngesikhathi ngisenathi geza amagetsi athi cije. Uyachayisa emsebenzini aphendwa kwathole ngekho azalale. Uyenza ukuthi athi mebhalale light kwenza ukuthi avuka charge izinto.
Me, I was
Midnight.
I was only affected by electricity.
Yeah.
I think last week Tuesday and this week Wednesday. When I was out of town.
we had a question
When I was out of town, right? That's the only place. So when I first encountered the podcast where I was, I made a phone call. I was like, no, what? This is BS, you know? I make a phone call. I'm like, so dude, what's up? I'm gonna guess that in corner. Dude, what's up? And then the statement that you are all given, Zim were given.
Wait, notice what
Okay, notice Lagana. It's not true. Not true at all.
Something was fishy about that
not
whole
true
thing.
at all,
It's
bro.
fishy as
I
fishy
think
as
on this
fuck.
one,
True at
Maforty,
all.
I can actually believe
Dude,
it.
I made a phone call and I said, dude.
Amagetsi ngesikhathi sesami ayikhona all of a sudden there's a problem now. What problem? Indaba inga-existanga.
So
ngesummit.
i-statement lesana
lithi baba mina ngakho akula magetsi inyama iyabola
Inyama seyibona.
Kumele sifonele
Ralph,
umemba.
Inyama seyibona.
I make a phone call, right?
ahambi kodwa alila nyama efrijini
I
Yakhara inyama iboya lingela nyama
so
lina.
bro, is this gonna happen because I need electricity where I am because of A, B, C, D, F, G? It's like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. As far as I'm concerned, everything lapha isikhona kuyahamba bra. Amagetsi angunayo. So complainer.
Maforty uhlala nga
Right?
uhlala nga
I'm not unfortunately I can't tell people where I stay. But
but you can't tell people where you stay you can't tell people where
I
you work
don't because
please
okay, mina magetsi
Tell me
nka.
something.
Now on this one I must defend Maforty. In almost 150 episodes, as I was, why am I saying over uzukhona?
Like I don't
no
all I can tell you is all I can tell you is lapha enhlala khona. I have problem with because I'm on solar total. Totally.
Oh, okay.
Totally. I'm on solar.
asikho phela if you
I
say
have problem with amagetsi mala emsebenzini lapha engihamba khona out of town but angina problem with amagetsi endlini
but you
lapha
hear
enhlala
people
khona.
bekhala magetsi
Ana problem yamanzi lapha enhlala khona because I get a truck to come deliver amanzi to a Jojo tank. I don't have problems like everyone else. So
Alright,
this is why I
Masol.
say I can't relate. But I'm
Alright,
saying
Masol.
the only time I had the problem with
Maforty is one of the
electricity was
1%.
out of town. When I was out of town, when I actually then found out, no, the reason why we were told as a nation is not true. Amagetsi ayanga. Where is electricity going, guys? Because they're making it. Where is electricity going?
And they're selling it.
To
Like to another country or something.
Siyafuna phela la.
sisakhuluma ngendaba yamagetsi
And I was chief.
sisakhuluma ngendaba yamagetsi Tanzania just closed down all hydropower stations
Why?
because they were generating extra useless power.
No, but you can sell it.
Yeah, but Tanzania is in
So
Sadiq, right?
yeah, no, it's not in Sadiq.
Tanzania is not in Sadiq.
No, so yeah, there's an
Tanzania
issue.
is not in
No, it's
Sadiq
not.
anymore.
Let's Google this one.
It's not in Sadiq.
Ayikho.
Yeah, it's
But they could
I think
still
it's
sell. They could still sell.
it's in Central Africa if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
They could still sell.
Must be Central Africa. So yeah, the issue is even Sadiq is angaz ukuthi kanjani, but they are failing to at least cut a deal or something with Tanzania, for example,
Oh, yeah.
since they're
I
generating.
mean, now
excellent-
what I know is that the issue of energy, like worldwide, is actually like a tricky topic because African countries actually have the capacity of actually building ama nuclear plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have the raw materials for it.
yeah.
But the problem is the reason why like we always face sanctions as far as these things are concerned is because they're afraid we'll start turning those into weapons. Yeah, we'll start making warriors and so on. That exactly. No. Like I'm a plant on that's why the minute they hear the reason why the minute they hear that China is backing some form of industrialization in a country which potentially may have uranium, sanctions on. It's because it's such a tricky topic. Even among themselves, like in the EU, there's certain countries that they've actually say, please decommission some of your power stations.
Didn't South Africa decommission theirs recently?
They didn't. President wako wabhalele lokuzini. Uthomani lo America i-message wabesithi wrong into yenza you're fighting against one. Trump. I was saying my message again. No, message. Message.
But anyway, I see zonke indawo. I'm sure because mina lapha enhlala khona like yeah mina nhlala ku gated community ngapha market. Dog, like, I'm sorry, a secret service. It's gonna defeat the purpose.
We can't tell you guys where we live and where we work. We've never done that in almost 150 episodes.
No, you can't
and we are not going to start today because of you guys.
But what I'm saying is, it's not even fancy or anything. But like 24/7. Amanzi kule alternative source. So
I have a conspiracy theory here, right? I mean, if you last traveled through the Vic Force Bulawayo Road. When was the last time?
It's very cramped.
No.
Forget
the road.
Forget the road. Deliberately,
forget the road. The new power lines that they were putting through.
No,
have you noticed them? Yeah, they were putting through when
no,
they were building stage 3.
Every time I'm going there and fly, so
when they were
what the fuck are you talking about?
When they were building stage 3.
Yes, I'm listening.
No, but my nigga, even if you're flying, you can look down and still see them.
No, from your commercial,
I fly so.
You can only see that you can only see their stuff from a private plane, like what we do. But anyway,
we're not talking about the road, bro. We are not talking about the road,
brother.
Like, so yes. They were building when they were building stage 3 at Wange. They were also building power lines, right?
Okay.
If you check those power lines, they are going directly powering plants or mines owned by Chinese people. If you travel on that road, you will see the new power lines going through the Chinese mines. If you travel through that road, you will see it. And same thing in Gwanda. There's a power line going. But that mine is so my conspiracy theory is Chinese built that power station for their people, not us.
And you know
stage 3 was built for Chinese companies operating in Zimbabwe, not for Zimbabwe.
And you know what
that's my conspiracy theory.
You know what about Chinese I saw my business people or anything. I'm a prisoner.
I don't know.
I've never actually heard that as well.
I don't know.
I saw.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I've actually heard
it's
that.
Not even a story.
Some of these people are not like people that are in good and regular standing, like where they come from.
Yeah, but they do.
Chinese
but their
people
minds now.
Very conservative
That's where the power is going.
They are conservative. They are very conservative. Bro, I went to China. I went to China.
I won't tell you I won't tell you how I know
Okay.
But
I just find things out.
You're saying
You're saying you went to China?
And bona abafuna abantu babephonga uphuma nje kelizwe nje. Lana bathanda ama-Chinese athandana bona ba-right bekhona ba. Bana baphumayo ngama-prisoner lana. And you are khona lapha azorana ama-business lana. Yinto ekhona.
Okay.
Yeah, because I heard
try and have a conversation with
it's just that Bulawayo doesn't have like a vibrant Chinese community.
Yes.
But try Harare, like these people have even formed like criminal syndicates and so on.
Check mina nhlala eAscot lapha and ngikhona mpana Ngabu I've witnessed mdala umuntu bemtshonjela imali mdala umChinese mdala.
Etshontshela li Chinese.
Etshontsha ngwetshontsha ngqikamakonda fitla. Mamtshonjela imali mdala ndikayithukanga mdala.
Sona basefeli ukuthi kayithukanga.
No, imali yakho sozuza ubuhlungu.
Obvious azubuhlungu nje.
Tala kayithukanga mdala waqanzela phezulu mntwana next thing ngambona sethola iBS like nothing happened.
People deal with
trauma in a different way.
people deal.
We're not
Some people are not
saying
motivated by money. Some people are not
What
motivated.
do you mean by that? Very Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That I don't want to nzamba nyoyitinga.
Probably that was 10% of whatever is
Or
getting or
maybe-
1%.
It's less than 1% of what it is getting.
Abantu nje babemthayimele phansi nje, babemthayimele flatini downstairs.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yes.
we need to move along. We have-
Vela sikaqalisa.
All right, yeah.
But while we're speaking of foreigners,
Outside power and foreigners,
Yeah.
can we address? Because I think this issue of power it's really much tied to service delivery. Like
Yeah.
ukuthi i-government ilivotelayo on courts.
Yeah,
He has
true.
to deliver into
is
njenge
it
power
cold?
lamanzi.
More than 160, 120 kilometers
So
away from where it's registered.
ngibone article like when it comes to holding people accountable, like abakuma positions, bone article yokuthi in North Korea kube lama floods abebulala abantu, and then usupreme leader wasisithi ama government officials aphathelane lento naliyana abulawa. So about how many? Can you
Sorry, this is not
almost
funny.
30, almost 30
This is not
government
funny.
officials.
Not
Fanele
confirmed
ngathi
yet.
it's
Johnny-
Not
Johnny, this is
not
a-
confirmed
Fanele
yet.
president
But in the kurunywa out, that's what happened.
fanele ukuthi upresident kade sethi amagetsi ahamba lapha uminister of energy le department yakhe bonke abahambe ku
He's giving chaga, bro. Mbulaleni.
Uhlekisa inkosi.
Mbulaleni.
Ukhanda inkosi ebhotsha wena. Ubulaleni.
uhlekisa inkosi.
Uhlekisa inkosi.
Ubulaleni.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
but for me, I'm not surprised. It's not Korea. Executions there like Indians. I read an article that
Yeah.
Kutala, they were like, every year there were like 10 executions, public executions, and they said the number has increased ever since the young men took over. But
Yeah.
it's not Korea. It's many.
Korea.
It is what it is.
I mean, I don't
And-
believe in the delivery,
But no.
like the
I
methodology
don't believe
of
in
it.
executions though.
But
The bigger
Someone
picture
must
of
be
it.
passionate.
Yeah.
I kind of like where it comes from. I'm like, okay, yeah.
But is it in China,
why,
whether
guys, whether
corruption,
you believe
Chinese corruption,
Whether you believe in
get executed.
executions or what,
corruption,
Corruption in China, you get executed.
again, whether we believe or believe, even la, a country net, whether you believe or you don't, kafan.
Capital punishment in Zim. Capital punishment is not happening in how many years?
It's many years.
Capital punishment
many
in
years.
Zimbabwe has not happened in a long time.
Mina, let me say what we're afraid to say. Manini mnankurumetha esikwesabaya.
Yeah.
Tina, right now, let's say the Minister of Energy was still like maybe Fortune Chassis or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then the supreme leader is like, no, bro, you're fucking
If
up.
something were to happen and then this guy's like, but no. Remember, they say means I'm like saying and people died or people are being inconvenienced for this. Yeah. If we're a situation whereby ministers and prime and deputy ministers and PEM6 were killed for things that directly inconvenience people in a very big way, including death. My guy, like all of these guys will pull up their socks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Listen. I was
Even the job, you don't even take it. Actually.
I mean, I was talking to someone, and the reason why corruption in Zimbabwe is so rampant, bro, at all levels, the lowest level, the middle, and why corruption is so rampant in Zimbabwe, there's never been consequence of corruption.
Yeah, true.
There's never been consequence of corruption until we have consequences, serious consequences
Ilokuzen,
on people with corrupt people. Oh.
Izaki Azama, but even then people are
Sorry,
like,
sorry,
Nah, don't. Zek is actually another money.
I know.
eating scheme,
I don't know. I don't know.
No, but Zek has spent how many millions?
I don't know anything.
Zek has spent millions on
Vele
fighting corruption. Who has been
establisha into
arrested?
leyana
It's a fact, but it doesn't mean that it's a...
No, they've
spent...
I'm a catch and release. How many years has it been? I'm a catch and release.
Isaac is useless, bro. I'm sorry, guys, Isaac, but you guys are useless. You actually established Vele to
You're
sanitize
bound to find
bullshit,
the more use for an appendix than Zek. Serious, because
Isaac Lezek actually is head to head. Kendrick Lotrek.
yeah,
Zippers.
I was about to say something. I was like, I almost said something, and I thought
But yeah, guys, Mina,
it comes every 4 years.
Which genders are leading those? Anyway, moving along.
No, let's not move along. Mina, in closing a topic, I just wanted to say, it's always good to see people being held accountable, especially although killing them wasn't like the best of solutions, but into enjalo kulelinye futhi lizo sengodla uthi lip ukuthi banguthola usenza corruption to aba amputated dog bakuqumisana.
But now we're talking about China. China bakubulala.
China bakubulala.
China
government official ngatholakala uthatha ama kickbacks, they literally cut your hand off, bro.
Yeah.
So
biblical.
So I feel like even if Tina we won't cut your head off, I feel like
cut
you in kumele like
take your properties something
kumele thina lo chigumba nxa sikukhethile ukuthi urepresent abantu nosusitshontshela, something has to happen to you, bro.
But you find them exactly.
Yeah, you can't just like continue post private jet uthi main actor ayife onusitshontshela imali yethu.
What
the fuck is that?
What I recently discovered, right?
Zimbabwe ngani movie. I don't think like it's a real country, it's a real place.
Actually happened. And last week when I was starting my project and stuff I was hearing, bro, I was like, is this for real? Like, are you for real? I didn't know there are places in Zim where you can take an X-ray and they can't print it, and you have to take your phone and take the picture and take it to your doctor.
That's diabolical.
Right? And here's the thing. Here's the crooked up things. A government official who probably within those areas is happy to receive a V8, you know, and yet people in his constituents are not getting anything.
Yeah.
Happy to receive a V8, happy to receive a Vigo or D40 or GD6, and yet people can't get just print of your X-ray. People, bro.
One person that people like. Of course, he's falling out of favor a bit, Labantu. But now I always follow him because I appreciate what he does. Hopel. Yeah. Hopel actually, when a major purchase is made by certain maybe government officials or whatever, do you know what he does? He actually looks for a need within our economy or sectors. Usually, it's the medical sector, and he's like, that cost of what this guy's bought could have actually paid for this or this, and this. And I think things like that, love him or hate him, man. Things like that are important. Like Melegus Kumbus with high, but you know what? There's actually more to life than me getting a security escort and you know, a motorcade and, you know, being recognized.
Yeah, those guys are fucking us up. Bro.
Yeah,
those guys.
If you ask a lot of people,
those
right
guys
now,
I'm a straight face a parliament, but I'm a Land Cruiser in 400K. Who buys that shit?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
for like almost 4 times the price.
But wait, guys, like what I have to recognize is people at the top, they don't give a fuck about the people at the bottom. Right?
No. People at the bottom don't give a fuck about themselves. I think let's correct that.
I think on this one, yeah.
People at the bottom do not give a shit about themselves.
Yeah. Normally in the world, people at the top don't give a shit about everyone else. That's why there's a distinction between the 99% and the 1%.
Right.
Bro, but this time, if you don't give a shit about yourself, why should I?
Yeah. Wait.
If you don't give a shit about yourself, why should I?
Guys, I'm just gonna say this one. I don't care what political party you support or whatever it is. Like 90% of the people's life is not going to be changed.
Nah, I've got reason to believe it will be worse actually.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I agree with you on that. Because
if
you don't position yourself to be with the winning team, your life is not going to change. Or whoever is going to be at the realm, right? Your life is not going to change. Just because the economy is going to do this and that, if your life is not positioned, which way you're going to benefit from whatever political decision they make, your life is not going to change. It doesn't matter which way ungubani, your life is not going to change. That's just what it is.
So I have a different thought. Let's start. Unfortunately, I have to go, but I'll continue talking to the audience. But let's put it this way, and maybe people might not like this, but I'm a Christian, and I like to believe over here we're Christians, right? And the Bible says, "What a man thinketh, that becomes him." Right? Right? What a man thinketh, that's what he becomes. So if in your thoughts you thinking of negative thoughts, you think this won't change, it will not change. That's what I believe. So until we get to a position where us as individuals, as the state, because we are the state, if you didn't know, we are the state. If we as the state do not at any given point are not positive about what we want as a country, we are not serious about what we need as a state, then we're not going to go anywhere. There is someone who's content with the status quo simply because as an individual they are benefiting. And guess what happens? You're all praising him, you're all doing this, and your life is shitty. And you're not even acting to say, okay, bro, but you are throwing around money like that. Wait,
so say something.
You're throwing money around like that.
All right.
Where this money you're getting was supposed to go there.
Well, all right, can I say,
die.
if you were in that position where you're getting turned away,
yeah,
and you're the one benefiting from the status quo, will you go against the status quo? If I was part of ZANU PF and I had...
Clearly you don't know me.
Wait, if I had an opportunity to do that, I'll change the lives of the people around me. And would I go against the status quo? I wouldn't do that. People who are against the status quo...
That's why I'm not in the position of power.
But the people who are against the status quo is because they're not benefiting from the status quo. But if you are benefiting from it...
All right.
You...
When all this is said and done,
yeah,
I want you guys to then take a moment to think of the kind of people that the situation creates, right? First of all, we're talking about water shortages, right? Do you understand that the way we've been cultured, the first thing that Maforty is going to do, or any other person, and or not even that, but how many companies do you have that are setting up ama-chuchu tanks? That are setting up balls, that are setting up just supplying water.
Guys,
this is not normal for any other country.
Yes.
Think of how many people. This is just water alone. Let's also think about the fact
panels.
like electricity. Everyone, every house, my guy, like literally every house has got a solar panel. It's not normal. In other countries, I don't think that's what's going on.
Wait, actually, I've been following a trend on Leon. In rural areas, not the urban areas, in rural areas of the United States, people are self-sufficient. And I went to Harare. Do you know how much suburbs on Harare? Like all the upper suburbs Harare, every household, electric tank, solar panel.
Yeah.
People are self-sufficient. They don't need electricity from the government. They don't need water from the government. And in rural areas, in the first world countries, they are self-sufficient. And if you want to be liberated from all of this chaos, you have to be
selfish.
Yeah, you have to be self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. Unfortunately,
self-sufficient.
And I haven't
no,
made
you have
my
to be
point.
self-sufficient. Apparently,
You
have to be self-sufficient.
Now, listen.
No, I'm taking his point.
Listen.
I believe
Now,
people around me. That's selfish.
Be self-sufficient.
Now, this is where my real point is. Right? We've discussed water.
Yes.
We've discussed electricity.
Yes.
Let's even just for bands. Let's just go on. Let's say internet.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you understand that Starlink is not so important in other countries as it is in Zimbabwe? In other countries, actually, they find it beneficial to use their ordinary service providers, and Starlink it's not that big of a deal.
Do you know equal is not even legalized, but no one even does a hashtag.
But
Please
Tina, my
legalize.
guy, Tina, Starlink, they just say because we're like, shit, okay, so Starlink, I can put it literally anywhere, even in my car, okay, and all I just need is just to plug it into my solar panel, and I've got internet 24/7. Cool, you check. That's 3 aspects of Zimbabwean life, and what it then does, it creates a self-sufficient human being. You cannot take a self-sufficient person and say, right, go into the streets and march. Go into the street and demand this from your government and so on. Because the need is no longer there anymore. The first thing that I did was say, okay, how can I look out for myself? How can I look out for myself?
So
there's a water problem.
With that kind of mindset, going back to your point, topic holding those that we put in these positions accountable. Do you think it's going to happen here?
No, I don't.
In our context?
No.
Let's put things out there. Do you know the number of balls that we're drilling is actually bad for the country?
Yeah.
It's not normal, really.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Bad for water table.
Yes. And the water table.
Not just the amount of, we might say we're self-sufficient and what. I think we are borderline cowards. Like, there's a thing. There's a very thin line gonna be.
I think it's making sense.
Very thin line gonna be.
Instead of going to those who are supposed to
hold
give
them
you water,
accountable.
because I'm not
supposed to be hiring a truck to deliver water to my house in the first
but
place.
when
Yet
you'd rather,
millions of people do that in Zimbabwe.
when you'd rather drill a borehole, kulokuthi utshela kumele bakunike amanzi bakunike bakunike amagetsi bakunike.
Exactly. You can't spend 40 years in a country telling me
Actually, just one more example to show you how self-sufficient and borderline, we've got survival within us as Zimbabweans. Do you know the jobs that Amanas Aid take in Europe are jobs that people there refused? They were like, you know what, nah, let me live on grants. But like, but you know, they were like, yeah, no.
Even
let's
like
call it.
you know,
on the
you know
highest.
Let's call it on the highest.
Wow.
You know how
So people go that side. Sebesimbuluzela ngayo ukuthi mina I'm in Europe.
How?
Babe tshela
Like, come on, we know this, man.
Iskulane and shit.
Kamele kumbuluzele. Judging from what you are saying, I'll do what's okay with myself and people around me. Kamele kumbuluzele.
Yeah, kumele basimbuluzele because la you're not doing shit for yourself.
Guys, singaqambelana manga sithi ukuhamba Europe is better. No, it's not better. I've talked to people that are the side. Those guys are earning £3,000 a month, right? If you're earning £3,000 a month, you have 40% income tax. You have rent on top of that. Rent is ranging from 800 to 1,200 pounds.
Will you get that here?
How much?
Usala ule £500 and you have black tax.
I'm not saying that going to Europe is rosy. I'm not saying that. But let's not pretend
let's not shit on them. Yeah, let's not shit on them. Yeah, no.
Other than that, I phone on 3 because we let dire
exactly.
Like, champagne on 10.
When she sleeps, she goes to sleep, bro.
Nah. But what I'm saying is,
you're supposed to be taxed.
You're supposed to be taxed.
Dog, man, I pay tax, bro. So
Do you know?
There's no case.
But by the rules of the country, do you know the rules of the country? Whether formal or informal.
Yeah.
Do you guys as I want to say?
But like we can't start debating the tax code because it's a debatable thing on its own.
But then in Zim, any transaction in Zimbabwe, bro, should be is taxed.
It's not.
No, it actually is.
Simply because you don't. Simply because you do not
tax,
pay
actually,
tax.
If you count
simply
like
because you don't pay
if you look
tax
at the
doesn't
value
mean
chain of something that you've bought, you might find that you've bought something that's been taxed like 6 times.
Let me tell you. If you come to my house and do plumbing, and I give you $300, you're supposed to go pay tax to Zimra. Whether we did it using an official company or you did it as an individual, you're supposed to pay tax.
You guys, you sound like people that are media trained to say this, but it is on 90% of people that earn income in Zimbabwe, they don't get taxed.
Just not implemented it. If they decide to implement it, I want to color. When you pay rent,
we don't have systems that are gonna make people pay taxes in Zimbabwe.
Can always create
You're only gonna pay taxes. You're only gonna pay taxes in Zim if you're importing something.
all
Or
I'm telling you,
exporting
in
something,
this
that's the
country, any
truth.
And
transaction is
I'm just the
taxable.
audience, elenkani, guys,
Any
but let's
is
try to
taxable.
keep it.
They call it a captive audience.
Let's keep it
It's
going.
taxable.
Yeah.
Um,
Very
nah,
Kulani vile kuna-
there's interesting things there, bro.
over now. I know we've been starting the podcast. It's not quality podcast.
But we've actually done a couple of things on the prep.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I was checking.
It's cool, but what I'm saying here is right? We might speak of a revolution and so on, but what I'm saying is that as long as Zimbabwean people are still cultured in such a way, which if you give me a
So
problem,
can I correct you? Not cultured. As long as Zimbabwe people are cowards. Continue.
no, but also it's
Culture
there's
to be
there's a lot of
cowards,
culture to
fella.
that, bro. Like people didn't wake up and decide to think that
I
way.
agree with you.
Yeah.
People are cowards. They are cowards.
Continue.
But anyway,
Abantu
as long
beZimbabwe-
as Zimbabweans are cultured,
abantu bezimbabwe kulesikhathi babethenga khona amagrosari eBotswana kulokuthi babuza igovernment yabo
It's
ukuthi
normal, bro.
amagrosari
Like-
angaphi ezitolo zethu.
Do you know when they release
I
that
don't think
thing?
South Africans would cross the border to come buy things
Remember
here.
last statement?
I'm sure if
They
they
would
would tell
query
other countries
abantu abavotele
about our
ukuthi
journey
babalethe.
and symbols, they'd be
Remember
like,
last
wait,
statement,
what the
besithi khona chances bekhuluma ngokuthi umuntu engathunyelwa imali ku-order meet they might want to ukuthi umuntu receive in zig. People are like xa receive eBotswana you already made a plan.
Exactly.
You already made a
Instead of
plan.
questioning those guys,
exactly.
why
And
are
you see what I'm saying?
blocking imali yethu?
What I am saying,
Botswana, eh?
what I'm saying, like in terms of every single problem that you can think of, that we have found a solution to ourselves. If we were to do away with that culture, would outright manas money plan.
Jay, ama-South Africans amboni ukuthi agcwele ama-solar panel amapo.
No.
Bayacomplaina ndoda. Irandi
But,
wathi ngiqala ukufaka abacomplaina kulungile.
Now without
Let's meet halfway, right? Hey, let's meet halfway. Hey. So vele
Who's running the South African economy?
that's
La-
the
la-
conversation
la-
for
we
another
don't want to
day.
get into.
Lapha
Yeah.
sithula.
You're running away from the real
No.
thing.
That's not a real thing.
Nah.
It is a real thing.
Siyabe sijika
Because that's
ama-theories.
debatable, yeah,
Siyabe
yeah,
sijika
yeah.
ama-theories la.
The white
Siyabe
man is
sijika
running the
ama-theories.
South
No, but if you no, but listen.
theories.
You can say that, but if you can't tell me what the municipality of Chwane is being run by white men. There's certain things that are within the purview of a public official.
Final nail to the coffin
Nah.
is the white man.
Nah, that's not proven.
No, not on this one.
Is the
Let me
white
tell you the
man.
biggest.
Not on this one.
Not
no.
in
White
Zimbabwe.
man, and still we didn't
The
have
biggest-
the plan to run the country.
Do you know the
They didn't
biggest
tell us how to run.
organ
That's true.
in Zimbabwe?
I'll take that.
Zikhulumela Mike.
They didn't tell us how to
Vela siyizwa.
the black man we didn't know how to run the economy.
Can I say something?
That's what I'm saying. Ukuthi it's a topic for Maforty. Yabona ukuhlala kakhulu ngeke emsebenzini.
Inkumbuzo mama nani wafaka imike endlebeni la.
No. You get it.
So listen, it's who anything like in Zim, bro. We have lawmakers in Zim. That's the biggest. When it comes to laws, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
So,
Yep.
the parliament makes the laws. They make the law so that businesses. The idea is to make laws that make life easy for Zimbabweans of all walks of life, with no discrimination whatsoever. Meaning, if they make a law that allows black people, right, that allow black people to go out and make businesses and it works. If South African government now decides that I know what tomorrow they make a law. That's say I know what every business now is going to be like what Zimbabwe once did at the indigenization program, right? It's black people who can decide. They didn't give a point. They want that. You get my point? If you want to blame white people and yet the decisions are with the black people.
I'm not blaming white
No,
people.
I'm
blaming
saying.
the black person
So-
for making laws that they can't even apprehend.
No, but you then understand. You need to understand, bro. Mina, if you have never done something and you're coming into it, what do? You learn whoever was there, or you learn from whoever. You don't. You're supposed to understand someone.
But that's what we did to the white farmers.
Wait.
In
You are supposed
2002,
wait.
the land reform program.
Wait. You are supposed to understand someone. And remember, these guys have centuries of doing this. White people have centuries of doing democracy. White people have centuries of running an economy. And you want to do it in 24 years. You think you can do it in 24 years. You still need them there to learn from them. This is where Zimbabwe fucked up, but we just chased them away without learning what they were doing. So much that even our VP admitted that we took over the country, but we didn't have the skills to know how to run the economy. Didn't he say that we come Muad? He said it. So before you say anything else,
Cambo.
we see white people. We still need white people to learn from them because there's centuries of experience, and we don't.
So
Do you understand that part?
what are the repercussions of
But anyway, guys, without turning this into another political shit show,
Yeah.
as creatives, maybe Maforty, it's fortunate that we have you today here. What really goes into owning what you call it?
Your stuff. Owning
you're
your stuff.
owning your stuff.
Or your creative works.
In this context, indaba is a music les. What does it take for you to own a master, let's say, for your own song?
So, you know, a song is components.
Yeah.
There's the person who writes it.
Yeah. There's composition.
Yeah, there's composition.
Yeah.
And then there's a producer who comes up with the
production,
beat.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is you who come in and put it and perform it and put your vocals and stuff.
Then go to my
Everyone, everyone, before we talk of distributors and whatever, unless you are or have a share in the song.
Yeah.
It doesn't
be
necessarily
equal.
mean it's upon agreement when I take this amount of royalties, you take this amount of royalties, it is. But this is the problem with most of.
But David, uzati royalties.
So here's the thing now. It's those pen and paper things that people don't do at the beginning of that whole procedure, from writing to composing to creating the beat to putting vocals. People don't put it into writing and agree this is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah. Actually,
right before the song is done, you should know what's up.
On that note, I think Abantu, and I'm glad because obviously Maforty is part of this new movement. There's actually like workshops that people are doing these days that actually conscientize the public on like the value chain
Intellectual property
of not just IP, but the entire value chain of just production in whether it's events or music and so on. And you actually get an appreciation. Okay, so just because I saw this thing being performed by this person doesn't mean that that's all it was. Yeah. I mean, a couple of years ago, I think I was 23. I recorded something called a comedy album. I've never been a musician or whatever. I recorded something called a comedy album. All I did was I wrote jokes that I thought were funny, and I went to the studio and then I just said them out loud. But in all of this, there's another guy that had to make sure that like the laughter shit is
right on cue.
It's right on cue, right? He put some vocals, like there's a lot. When it came out looking crisp, I was like, damn, I appreciate you. Like that, I know we'll just go. If ever this thing blows up, whether it's 10 years from now, my guy, it is what it will just go 50-50. I understand the work that you put into this. All I had to say to myself was, if I taken my phone and recorded it, like just mbala record done, and I take that and I compare it with this thing that I've put out on all these public platforms, would it have made a difference? I was like, 110% yes. Yeah, well. So abantu abanjengoMaforty we get it all the time.
So
man.
that's what I'm building
We always,
to.
people always
There was a recent dispute between Mass Music and Something Soweto about a song. So apparently the song came out and they didn't credit him.
Yeah.
They
didn't credit who?
Something
Soweto.
Okay.
And then in Mass Music got a post link, then Something Soweto was a faga like a
heartbroken
heartbreak.
emoji.
Then Twitter went
Him on Maforty.
I don't even know.
But I've actually seen this even in the States, and I've never seen people fussing about it. I don't know why. Especially maybe umuntu njengoDrake. Because you kwanza unula album kaDrake ungabhalanga featuring umuntu lana maybe even engekho la kuma credits. But you see maybe kule choir hlabela phansi. I don't even know how those things get done, but it happens. It's not like it's the end of the world.
There's a paperwork to that.
Maybe bayembhadalele ukuthi abuye ezwenza session le. So what I'm saying is people were just quick. There's a lot of like ignorance. So people were really quick to bash abantu credit something Soweto, but abazwanga the other side of the story. Two, maybe something Soweto was given a flat fee ukutafai vocal like a ham.
And after that, you don't have to credit.
Sometimes we hambilana.
Yeah, you can do it, but After that, I paid you for it.
So
Yeah.
indaba yemusic le iyahlupha sikubona kulama lawyer
Specifically for that.
specifically for that.
Entertainment
So
lawyers, yeah.
But
it's not always in black and white ukuthi Maforty is the bad guy. Bonke abanye abantu asebenzela ngama victims
Yeah.
like that.
So,
So people really need to
I think
be
on him
educated.
Mgcini-
Yeah.
don't you guys know this? I think Oni Mgcini knows. Oni Mgcini knows this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a victim of my jokes being stolen and being
Yeah.
performed elsewhere.
Yeah. I
And-
actually know.
No,
Yeah.
you know this. Nah, yes, I'm not cool with my parenting.
I don't know.
Hey,
No,
no.
you put a lot of things in jeopardy if you announce.
All right.
But you know when
So when
that happened, so when that happened, you talk to lawyers, right?
yeah.
And you see like baba clueless. You get it? Then you talk to the so-called intellectual property, what most of them are clueless. Then you're like, I'm gonna go this all alone. I'm gonna get this done this way. And I probably month end we might get to a position where we might cause a bit of havoc. But the thing is, someone told me Maforty uzvanuza uyatshontsha my jokes.
Yeah.
I'd posted a link of mine.
Yeah.
Right? What Jay, do not post your shit on YouTube. Uzvanu uyatshontsha my jokes.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, bro, you know what?
Like, no.
Then after some time,
after
I rethought it. Like, oh, maybe let me take down. I deleted my videos. Got it too late. The
Done
person
it
already did. Dude, what other joke as is, bro? As is. Performing it as is. Oh, what my cousin sent me the link. I like, dude, check it out. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's people like, I know, call him or call him out. I'm like, no. We will deal this differently.
Yeah.
But now that I know, my mistake was taking it off YouTube.
Yeah, it should have stayed there. Then
It should have stayed- it should have
now you
stayed
can
in YouTube.
references. If you take legal action, you can say,
Yeah.
but now, and
But
look
now,
at the dates.
when I look at all my videos, if I look at my videos, because it's on video, I don't know how many videos of that same very joke I have.
Yeah.
I actually have prominent people close to the person. I have prominent people sitting in the audience, clapping and enjoying the joke. And I'm like, okay, so this is how we're gonna work. So we're working on something. Hopefully we'll win the case.
Yeah.
It's not a copyright.
But
we're not
Ulokuzen,
copyright striking the
what's his
person.
name?
Copyright striking doesn't give you money.
Yeah.
If you copyright strike someone, it will never give you money. We are not going for copyright. Trust me.
All right.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle actually spoke about it before. Would he lie when he was coming up? I think he must have been 16 at the time. He used to tell like why come on comedy bars and so on. And someone actually stole a joke of his, and confronta the guy along. Well, it is what it is. The thing is, and I've noticed this a lot among creative people. We've got this way of thinking with the same creative mind that thought of something, whether it's a song or a joke or podcast, whatever it is. The same creative mind that could think of this surely can think of something even better. So I don't mind if someone steals my work. And that is wrong. Because if you think about it, think of every creative person who's done magnificent work in the world before. If Leonardo da Vinci was like, all right, my Mona Lisa has been, it actually reduces the value of the work that you put out. You check. So I'm just hoping that I like to say there's a lot of people in Bulawayo that are actually doing my workshops now that actually educate the audience, the public, not just the artists as well, but the public as well. Which I know, this is a value chain of entertainment. This is what goes into this thing. This is what is required. All you get is a finished product. Unfortunately, that's the shit part about the work that people like us do. People only ever see which I saw petty.
Yeah,
They don't see the cars. They don't see the cars, the roadcaster, the connections, switching on the lights.
For example, they see the podcast on Monday. You check. They don't know that it was a week in the making, literally. We literally go from one podcast to the other. Yeah, one. And then
So, yeah.
even setting up and stuff.
What I'll just say, going back to the topic, people, abantu, these days, the way things are set up, people are always quick to be outraged about things they don't even know about. Like, sasingekho sonke studios on Amapodisa besenza ingoma indala or something so. And kareso kuphuma kulelinye lawyer ngbe agent as I said, remember le has been sitting on contracts where ingoma afaka khona just a chorus is demanding 50%, but ingoma yabantu abayi6 or 7 but ufuna 50% yeshare, and of which samnika le 50% yakho zamnika contract but uyaluyisayina, it seems he needs more. So all those things as at the upper was wondering with okay.
Do you know now?
There's just a lot that goes into those things. Yeah.
You know what's the shittiest thing now? Is everyone who has a smartphone and access to social media believes they have a view on anything and everything.
Yeah.
I saw a video. This guy, I had to imagine a guy who sells tea in India. A lot of tea places in India, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So he can tell you what the president should do. He can even tell you to Sachin Tendulkar should have batted like this. He can tell you to Virat Kohli should have done. He can tell you what any other player, whether soccer, he has views of anything, but doesn't know how to make tea. That's what people are now. That's what people are now. You have views on a lot of things.
But also, like, if you didn't think about it that way, remember, we've got something called freedom of expression and speech. This is now like the downside of it.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I just wish, obviously, we'll never get this, but I wish we could get to a point in the world whereby okay, maybe that's not true. For example, people think Maforty, all he does is just sit the whole day. Like, studio. And then ngaliseva lapha ngithi featuring.
There's a lot of people
that believe that.
Yeah, and it's false, bro.
I saw that's definitely not true. Everyone is shitting on Maforty about Kapsa except Kapsa himself.
Exactly.
Everyone is literally saying that Maforty is 7 to Kapsa. Kapsa's not doing that, bro. He's like, bro. And you know what I think is probably happening, right? Kapsa probably got under this guy's wing, right? This guy actually has a lot to teach me. Mm-hmm. And he learned and he
moved
until he got to a point where he's like, I've learned enough from my master.
Let me move.
And then now let me move and become someone else's master. And that's all it is.
That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Even an artist like immediate artist.
People think DJ Khaled just goes on to and says, DJ Khaled. Another one.
Immediate. I asked abantu abashala bekhala uMaphorisa abantu labantu ebewika wanozorecord, but you won't find your young star or your Taliwonga. They complain.
No.
And those guys are living in the north, bro. Are driving as a blind.
Kule ndaba ambitious records, right?
Yeah.
No, our ambitious records have been ripping off artists and what.
And another thing, for people that don't know. Let me put people to game. Maforisa ipiano iqalisa lapha uKabza kwakuyinto leni ikasi leya, something that's cheated on, bro. Maforisa wafaka into leyana like kumap because nguye le deal le Sony esadlala labo zinga labo Burna Boy besenza Afro pop yabo leni nganihlangene ese hip hop. Maforisa
besenza I like a girl in particular.
Exactly. Maforisa already had Sony in his pocket there. So wathi yabona amapiano kule rumor yokuthi Sony yeni commission Maforisa with more than 20 M's. Ukuthi ahambe ethatha abafana labana. Bafoma la because amapiano lesikhathi ukuthi nothi nxa ubona ingoma yamapiano echazayo. Uzama ukubhook iartist leni uyehluleke because they were not formal. Vele babesenza into ezifactor umbhook engabuyi la kusho yakhona. Abantu abanje Maforisa and others
formalize
they formalize, they put money. Bachinja abantu labana baba ngama millionaires.
Who put Mapiano Major League? No, bro.
Exactly.
Those are just beneficiaries of the system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someone had to create it. Someone to spend the simplest night.
Exactly.
You know Maforisa like I find his character.
Character.
But you can't say my character we're now questioning it.
You know people who complain a lot.
Wonka ma genius vela njalo. Even Zuckerberg is not a likable person, bro.
People who complain a lot.
Elon Musk is not a likable person, bro.
But
But you can't then sit back and say, he's not a genius because bro.
People who talk a lot,
Take away
who talk
the
a
work
lot
of
of
the good
shit
man.
about people who've created or done something. They've never done anything in their lives.
That's another thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
As well. I'm inclined to think so.
Hey, what have you done when you actually dancing to the song in you and yet it gives you good vibes? Fuck you. But again,
people to
now because of
educate
freedom of
themselves.
expression, there's the Chidimma issue.
Oh yeah, she came out winning. She came out on the other side of that one. Yeah.
She came on the other side.
She came out winning. I have questions about the winning. Was that really genuine win or was it going to be a consolation win?
I think it does.
You know that type of thing?
I think it doesn't matter.
Because when she's talking now, I saw a video, she's still emotional about what happened. She's like, I lived there all my entire life.
But you know,
I get it. I actually get it.
Do you know there was a point where South Africans were actually voting for the next contender? Like, Because kind of votes babona in a leader and they were like, nah, let's fuck it up. As 14 law number 2.
Yeah.
That's investment hate, bro. That's like investment hate.
We saw this happening. They were like, it's about Abafili.
Like that's investment hate.
It was on Twitter, Bella. Yeah, they were like, she can't be winning.
She
Nigerian
decided to
vote for the number 2.
She decided to go to Nigeria and contest. You still against it? Like the fuck is that?
Yeah.
No,
but I'm happy
shame,
for her.
man.
Like, fine.
I hope she heals emotionally from what happened.
Exactly.
Because that's as far as she's concerned.
It can be scarring, bro.
Essay.
Yeah.
She identifies as an essay.
Essay is actually more home for her than Nigeria, bro.
I hope she heals. Because when she was talking in an interview, bro, she was very emotional about it. Like that's my home. That's all I know. But
And
because of freedom of expression.
I can actually relate to that thing. Because even last lap in Zimbabwe, I was to a grade 1, mina ngiye show me amembe uthiwa ngutafazo. But ikhuluma isindebele esifluent njengami. Yena kuye maybe I tribe lani take lani ukuthi nelishona ilibizo lesibongo. But all he's known ibulawayo. So for that person maybe at some point esefuna ukuvotela ukuthi abe ngumayor ibulawayo yonke ithi kube uproot hayi lishona simfuna.
Mina I've
thing
had
would be
people
depressing.
question
It should be really sad. Because siyachiyana thina of course abanye bethu maybe lama opportunities ukuthi ekukhuleni kwakhe bebuyele siyabona ngibe siyabona lana omunye umuntu nje bengela opportunity njengayena lo nkazana lo wahle wakhulele egoli alakho ku Nigeria ibizwe lesibongo kuphela.
Mina, like
So,
I think
it's
everyone
really
actually,
heartbreaking
even
to
in
see
countries
such a
like
thing,
Zim, because Zim is new. I think we've all kind of experienced this. Now I know even when I go to places like Harare or I interact with people from there, I see them questioning, am I really Zimbabwean? Just because I've got a Xhosa name and a Zulu surname.
Exactly. Akakwazi lutho.
Even my own parents, my guy, my mother's shown my dad is Ndebele.
Exactly.
But just because from a name,
There's a friend of mine.
Ngandihleka that day member liyana enguvolts liyana repair. Yasibizo la unkosi lathi sibi. Ayikazi ebuya nga. Urepa ngesishona akakwazi vele ungakhuluma la.
I think we need to get a point where accept that a person's nationality is where they grew up.
Harare all of a sudden iqesa kum rejected. I remember lo engazabe Harare artist of the year ngobulawayo.
I think it's Enzo's mom. If I'm not mistaken, Enzo's mom is from Bulawayo.
You see?
Well, Enzo, because I remember, I can't say where, but yeah. So
what you can't say.
I have a friend,
things, bro.
I have a friend. I'll explain to you after. There's a friend of mine. All his entire life, bro. All he knows was I logo Bulawayo. Me and as logo Bulawayo moved to Maronde and came back. He's more developed than me. So this one day I say Harare, right? His surname is Vuyi Zarira. His surname is Vuyi Zarira, right?
Mm-hmm.
His name is Vuyi Zarira. I went to Bese Harare and I was having Kanama chips on two old chips. The girl was like, Handinzwi. So I was like, oh, okay. Semfunuku responded. The guy said, Awunzu, in your corner. Right? The guy went ballistic, spoke and they were like, why? We are Zen, when I was Zimbabwe, should be able to understand, that type of thing. And then I said, bro, why did you, go ballistic on here? I was going to say it in Shona, I was going to say it in English. Then it's like, bro, the only thing about me is my surname. I was born in Bulawayo. All I know is my Tableland. I was born in Bulawayo. I was raised in Bulawayo. All my friends are from Bulawayo. Like, in 10 years, I identify as a Bulawayo. Because Tabele is not just a surname, it's a culture, it's a way of doing things. And
Exactly.
you look
That's
back,
what I was saying.
and when you look back at Tabele State, it was a simulation of a lot of cultures along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Abantu usually they always have that kind of mentality which things are black and white. How when you show how in debate then which is shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's not how the world works, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not how the world works, bro. Like we're interconnecting. So it's a global citizen.
Bro. Yeah.
No, but we can't
Shout
be
out to Manika Chairman.
Whatever. Hi, we are Bambini. Hi.
Jim have a bambi.
It's too late.
Jim have a bambi.
Right.
Shout out.
We see what to talk.
It's all right.
You can't have a bambi.
Yeah.
But it's sad.
But I'll say
Tinashe,
also-
that the Tinashe.
Yeah.
Tinashe is in America, right?
Yeah.
There's no way. the Tinashe girl in America, the singer.
Oh, Tinashe, yeah.
So Tinashe
Tinashe is
dead.
Zimbabwean ngebizo lesibongo, but
Dead is
there's nothing
Zimbabwean.
about
But
it.
she's
She's
American.
actually not Zimbabwean.
She's American, that girl.
If we're really honest,
She only has an indigenous name. She only has a name that's indigenous to Zim and a surname that's indigenous. But she's American.
Fanani even lo Doja Cat andongozandi. But
I mean,
so
But
into
also,
ezinja-
do you know
imagine
what? Yeah.
esewini Grammy ama-Americans aqale i-hashtag ethi hayi asifuna
Yeah.
abantu begoli bebuyela bezosithathela ama-award. You see how stupid that thing is, bro.
But also, like, gents, whilst we're here, and us are now wrapping up, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't speak of a problem and then also not like touch
Yeah.
on the solution.
Tantana,
Eh? Tankari. My mind is in overdrive. Right. Also realize that in the countries that we're speaking of, Zimbabwe and South Africa, there's a very rich tribal history.
yeah.
Sadly.
That's
true,
exactly. Like, it's something that you would think is so good, and you know that I know is a source of pride. Like, I know where I come from, I know my origins. Excuse me. Is actually turned into something so bad, which you now can't welcome people that you think are outsiders. Bear in mind that all this is something internal. It doesn't mean that they're outsiders. You just think so because of some list that you have, like some criteria that they don't meet, that you have internally. You're like, I'm an outsider. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of like, there's a cultural overhaul that we need to do, like internally as a people. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, like, so what?
So what's in Nigeria? Of course, like we're going to context on reality, maybe they feel like maybe some, although some feel like, but I feel like some of their problems, they feel like are brought in by foreigners.
Which is
Yeah.
I feel like it's not true.
So yeah, in as much as that is not true, kulabanye abantu treat that as gospel. Ukuthi they can't hold Jacob Zuma accountable for buying Gupta's 10 Lamborghinis. They would rather think Maforty Nes 8 next door.
That's the problem.
They don't even know.
They can't even hold that.
Kulo muntu oni South Africa
Rupert.
le net worth yakhe ibalwa ngama USDs ayibalwa ngama rands.
Not even rands, yeah. He's officially now the richest man in Africa.
A president 4 million under his bed.
Uvuyi ongu-garden boy eSandton sithi ngothathela umsebenzi.
Check, a president 4 million under his bed.
We've got a problem. I want to like. We need to do some soul searching, man. Like,
A president had 4 million under his bed and you kiss him because Miss Universe. I mean,
Miss
come
Universe kuyawinwa nje.
Come on.
Kare sisakhohlwa ngoba nawini Miss South Africa ngo-2010.
And it's
We've forgotten that shit, bro.
Listen,
Like
it's
ngawinile
not
kare
going to change the
sikuyadlula
GDP
vele.
of the country. So going to change the
Actually,
GDP of the country.
all of this is on the background. I think I made this point a few episodes ago. Ukuthi into le, like the things that we place importance on were never even important to us as a people.
They're never, bro.
Yeah. Into le, even
Divide and rule is
this
still
whole
working
divide
like a
and
charm.
conquer, divide and rule thing.
Divide
Like
and rule
we
is still
never
working
had
like a
that
charm
amongst
right now.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Like we really, like African people were those people with no, look, as long as you have the same skin color, ungumuntu wakithi.
I was seeing even
Ubuntu, that's where it came from.
I was seeing even kushaka ilembe laphana how they would even meet ama-kings ama-tribes atshiyeneyo.
Yes, exactly.
Beyenza ama-festival beyehlukana.
Exactly.
But then when white started to infiltrate, they saw which they
They're
can't
like,
defeat that kind
okay.
of system.
No,
so
I
they would
think-
rather
I think what they
convince
saw-
you.
Yeah, they
Ukuthi
were like, where are they strong?
Lina ineli blind lina lingavumi kwethiselo la. Lani bese libona but yithi singane si.
Tina,
Then from
even,
there,
and you
shit
see
went
this
down,
even like in high school. Tina, where this thing, I did the boys' school. With this thing, what you like, if you wanna get to someone, if you wanna split someone apart, say, che, uzakuvuma sibili khona.
Exactly. Ngabe ixeka laphana ama-fight. Maforty uthe yona
Let's
awumchayi.
exactly. Let's say mina Ralph James ngabochomi ndoda. Impintshi sikhule sonke lapha, and then someone goes like, Jake, I think uvuya kuchaya. And this is something that's never bothered. If whether you're kuchaya or not, as I cabange vele.
Of course, to protect my equilibrium, but akanchayi.
Kanchai.
Isiswa
And then
siyakuvuya.
exactly.
Uthe vele una umchayi kwipoesi yakhe. Iconditioner lokho.
Jake, are you gonna take that home? Uralph phela yabuthi uyakuchaya.
Exactly.
but
Uvuyi lapha phela uyakuchaya. So China ni phela sibona ukuthi mbona
Ngubani
uchaya
ochaya
ubuyi.
umunye?
That's
That's how they end up
exactly what
fighting.
this
This
guy
reminds me
said.
of interview with Sibo Makabane. Sibo Makabane is a gospel artist, right?
Yeah.
And he says, I mean, angizondi muntu, I don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
But ngizonda lowo muntu wabuyayo wasehlukanisa as Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ngizonda lowo muntu wafika wathi lo ngumZulu, lo ngumXhosa.
That was never a thing, bro.
I hate that person who did that.
And you know how they veiled it?
Because
They veiled it as pride.
that's a 23-year-old. Kares Kela uyehlekela ukuthi abe in the moment you say nice Miss Nigeria
Exactly.
type. She ended up crying, bro.
The consolation is that the story didn't end badly for her.
Yeah.
But still, man, I'm like, nah, that wasn't right.
Yeah.
And yet the beast was part of the World Cup winning. I still don't get that. You know, this I want to learn about daily life, you know.
Yeah, but also the thing about the beast
global
and-
citizens, really, you can't.
Exactly.
South
Yeah.
Africans are
Exactly.
finding over. You be saying,
Yeah.
everything must be South Africans. Hey, I'm a foreigners. This that time you're even spewing
Yeah.
that shit on a platform.
but-
Eyenzwe ngelinye foreigner lekwenye indawo. Twitter umnikazi wayo is American,
And
bro.
the worst thing about
Facebook,
but
you're
South Africa
spreading
problem,
hate.
is it, do you know the worst thing, man,
Don't
about
even
all
own
this
the
hate?
platform. Yeah.
This whole hate in South Africa. There are politicians who actually believe it and push it.
Yeah, obviously.
Because
Even
if
le
members-
mbali igqokileyo, even le
Because remember,
label.
politicians are
Le
are
Adidas
merely a
oyigqokileyo
reflection of their
nge-H&M.
constituents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it then becomes an internal ukuthi but into le iyahlupa because they are leaders who believe the same thing as
But
cannot
on that
believe
note,
Chris Excel.
Beast, one thing I've always noticed is that rugby is the most culturally diverse sport I think we have in Africa. That's the one sport that cricket can divide us, soccer can divide us, but rugby always seems to bring people together, even nations. Because think about it this way: Beast. I find the man like he's a gentleman. Like kapong ukhuluma nje like njengabanye ama-celebrities. But if you think about it, those South Africans have as much right to claim him as Zimbabweans do.
Yeah, because they made him. Yeah.
There's someone
So
who
they should claim Chidimma as well.
Nah, abantu
In the
labane
same breath.
it's funny, why don't they do that?
ilogic yabo vele like iyaphokheka amahoza amaningi.
Yeah.
One moment you're saying, we're proudly South African. Hey, this
Rainbow
Next thing,
Nation, man.
Rainbow Nation. Hey, vele asifuni ma-foreigners. Fuck foreigners. Then the next thing, ke kule trend kusasa i-celebrate ukuthi goalkeeper wenu uwini award le Egypt. What the fuck? Next thing le celebrate uthayela ukuthi uthole i-Grammy ngelanga ngele States but ni busy lithabela uthayela lithi uvela thatha into foreign ngale. But where you change
Dull and dangerous, bro. Dull and dangerous, before dull and dangerous.
because university thina vele sifuna into zeze South Africa khapha umuntu okhuluma khona lokho ungathi hambe ethenga ibhathu ekalikawo kumbe i-drip uyayala uyathi hey Galaxy boy fuck Galaxy boy hey uyabe gqoka
But you know another
but
thing why
ekhuluma kube
do you know
ngama-foreigners
why we talk why did Skurma kanje so? It's because we went to school.
yeah that's another thing
We went to school.
some people
Ma wahamba ngesikolo vele ma wena wazithi isikolo do you know school was not meant to ume was book smart always.
No.
It was just meant to open up
I
your
mean, there's
mind.
a lot of things that we learned
Problem
in school.
solving.
that we
Open a
don't
problem
see
solving
now.
and be able to
yeah.
comprehend. This is why we're reading comprehensions, bro. To be able to comprehend stuff.
njakubona even abantu besithi hey quadratic equation isebenzisana nto lapha but i-quadratic equation compare noma wawuyilena imembe lena edala lena kuclass ungakwanisa ukuyisova ni yakufundisa ukuthi uhambe ekopa kokwaziyo i-problem solving
Now, sometimes I kind of like see the skills that we learn. For example, like
Yeah.
in history, and my best friend is like, all right, let's say we're looking at something in history. What are your thoughts on something? Umchele. And then he's like, challenge that.
Yeah.
you see hey
And it's usually like,
the
all
di-
right, no, my opinion is not the final say. There's actually like more to whatever happened than what I think.
This article
Yeah.
was written by Osman. Who was the audience? Why did they write it?
Yeah.
The narrative.
Or assess the validity of the statements.
This is why I question a lot of journalists these days. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Because it was
what
just
it is,
crazy,
man.
'cause-
That's
Shy question,
I know you guys don't like
question.
soccer. I fucking like soccer.
I'm not, Ralph, I'm not
Right,
very.
I don't even care about it, bro.
EPL
What's been
started
happening?
on game week 3.
yeah
And
The thing is, every
may
nigga I know that's been cheated on.
May I
I believe
publicly
it,
say, Tenak must go.
yeah you must bro.
I think
Actually,
Tenak,
you mustn't because I drink menu tears, bro.
because for
They
me,
taste better than Heineken.
for me as a Manchester
Nah,
United
nothing
fan,
tastes better than Heineken. Nah, no way.
Manchester United tears, bro. They taste better
The funny
than
thing is,
anything.
Umgcini
They
was-
taste better than
My
Tuesday.
father
that-
supports Man U. My sister
that match,
supports Man U.
Umgcini
I don't watch
last
soccer at
weekend,
all.
last match, Umgcini was fucking over the moon, bro. Liverpool beating Man U. Yo, Mina, my logic was, I always tell my friends like, we were changing everyone, changing the director of football, changing the CEO. We're also supposed to change him and some of the players because they represent the old culture, the old system. If we remove the CEO and Kachayo, who's the CEO was making bad decisions. Clearly, Tena was a bad decision. He should go also. So I mean, as a Manchester United fan, bro, go blind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
we
go
should.
Now, what I would like to
What
say,
blind?
guys,
What are you guys predicting though? How is the season gonna go for you?
City has got this in the pocket. I don't see Arsenal doing what Arsenal is supposed to do. I don't see Liverpool living up to
the hype.
the club thing in a very long time.
Okay.
City is getting this. They have the mentality, they have the skill, they have the coach, they have everything working for them. Arsenal, I think at some point in the 3 or so games, get a bet. I don't think they're going to recover because they would have said all this time we've been trying this. They'll lose hope. Liverpool are just trying to find their feet. Okay, after Klopp, but pressure after Klopp, we need to do something. So that might work against their way. Aston Villa have an opportunity to really show themselves. Let Brighton, Manchester United. Well, we've been lucky to be in top 5. We're very lucky to be in top 5.
That's a good
with the way Manchester United is and playing, and they're always talking about rebuilding every year. I don't know why they're rebuilding every year. Like I don't understand.
What are they even
like, what are you rebuilding?
They're actually supposed to build, not even build.
Every time, and then
just build from
then
scratch.
let me come back. Let me come home to our own PSL, the Zim PSL. I'm seeing there's a team called Simba Bora. New boys,
Yeah, they're pushing.
and they are on the top of the league, and that's good.
The league is about to end.
Yeah, and they're at the top. That's good. Sadly for Highlanders and Dynamos,
But that's Isimba Pera. That's another main city, bro.
yeah, the money and the culture.
Yeah,
Highlanders
it's
and
just a new
Dynamos.
team adopted ngumuntu le mali.
Yeah, Highlanders and Dynamos lost it when they lost the culture. That's like how many years Manchester United lost the culture. It's a
Yeah.
culture thing. Manchester United never used to buy big.
Yeah.
Manchester United used to sell big. If you
Okay.
understand. They brought up their juniors, put them there, bring in 1 or 2 from outside, things work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they would buy good talent, sell it off. That's what they
Profit,
used to do. So now they're busy buying big, bang. That's not the culture of Manchester United. Right? That's not it. Number one. Highlanders and Dynamos were benefactors of junior policies, which they're not serious about.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Highlanders and Dynamos, until they get back to their culture, until Manchester United get back to their culture, and probably sell off the club to an individual, to a company. That is an outright say. Bro, a mundo patera $20 a year wants to have a say at Highlanders. A person pays $20 a year wants to have a say at what happens at Highlanders. $20. Kupela. How much is Highlanders spending every weekend how much are they spending on training? So until maybe these teams look at Caps. When Caps was owned, when someone bought Caps and it was owned by an individual, they won the league. Look at Amazon when Dioma owned it. Look
They
at
even
Simba Bora.
sabotaged
Look
them,
at Manika and FC Platinum when the company really owns this. What's actually happening? Look at Chicken Inn.
Yeah.
We have evolved. We are global citizens. So we should behave like one. Highlanders should be owned by a
Abantu
company.
amandebele ayala ukuthi ipositing, so there were some offers, especially from the diaspora community, to
No,
just buy the team off.
bayalana we'll keep it $20. $20.
Oma
usually keep it.
$20 beni bona bana bayala ukuthi
Laba
team
ababhadale-
ithengiswe.
I always say laba ababhadale ifumba like egate, you know the Highlanders egate ne-PF kulabantu abangenayo ngemali ezi less than what is charged. Lapho ngihamba ifumbi ethi so kumpholisa kumbo security guard. Ifumbi ethi emriver. Bro, I see
Yibo
things
abantu
happen.
abayala ukuthi team
And yibo abantu
ithengiswe.
abayala team ngeyethu liyibulala.
I-team lena ayithengisi because ama-player nje asokadlale.
You think uhlala
Uyakwazi ukuthi Simba Borile play drive Land Rover 80,000 as a sign-on benefit. I-Highlanders, I don't think ba-driver bonke ama-player laba. I don't think.
that boy, goalkeeper, we knew Ngibo wale mount area. Like we know Ngibo there like
Plus la antu basponsor
no,
nguTagwire
but
wabanika
he used to drive an
ama-captain.
X-side before this.
Exactly. So uyabona ukuthi mina nxa irent yami ingabhadalwanga ngikharisa amagetsi ahamba 12 hours ngiyehleka lokuthi ngihambe ngiyerent endaweni lapho amagetsi angahambi khona.
Can't afford a solar ukucharge phone, bro.
Then ubusu siyadlala lo muntu obuye ngeLand Rover ku-training otsheliweyo futhi kwathiwa sekunika 2,000 lengawini.
And they're behaving like they're behaving
Wena
like
wahola
Mugabe's
i-basic
government.
salary engelala winning
They're behaving
bonus.
like Mugabe's government, recycling. Mhlophe now used to be what they keep recycling the old people, the old guys. When we
Vele
need to
mina
move where
ubulawa institutions actually reflect okwenzakalayo kuZimbabwe at large. Although maybe Mandebelez might cancel me for that. If you look at NAST, if you look at City Council, if you look at Highlanders, it's the very same culture eyenzakalayo ku-government yethu yenza ilizwe lilengayi phambili.
I'm gonna
They'll always faka that take yokuthi just because this was some city, just because I've been here for this long, just because I did this and did this kudala, so kumele ngiqhubeka lokho ngile. And that shit is bringing people back.
So
bro.
there's a place.
I see
There's a place along Vic-Force Road, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in Matabeleland, right?
Yeah.
And things are so bad that a respectable member, among positions, finds themselves in a very tricky position and say, and the guy said, but we cannot assist you with this health institution because of ABCD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, imagine, let's just say, for example, let's just say the state minister, right? Says, I need an X-ray or I need something. And uto especially I know my place or X-ray, I will do X-ray or X-ray, feel it. And then the state minister says, I'm not enable the result, is do not pay my table land, blah 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 blah, right? In my mind, I'm like, but you're the state minister. Why are you blaming a person working and yet you're the state minister? Like, Aman Developers have always thrown.
Those are the same who accept my loan. So,
Aman Developers, this is my take on developed people, on us, developed people. We are quick to throw the tribal card, quick to throw Kukura Wundi when held accountable. We are quick to say, party, Kukura Wundi, party, Uguti, Arare, Bambazonke. But are you not in a position of power? Are you not close to the president? Are you not close to people who make things happen? Yes, you are. So what? You cannot tell me what the Vic-Force or the city, and yet we have people like Old who stay in this side of the country.
In owning
and
half
about Richard
of the
Moyo
shit.
and all about Chulema, we don't have these people in this region. We do have. So should we blame the government and yet we have people who were in the same government? Develop people, it's time to own up and be accountable to your own shit. We are not South Africans. Let's accept that. Do you know there are schools in Makai where that's what is happening right now. Right now, it's happening. And it's got nothing to do with central government. Developed people should be accountable to themselves now.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. This is bullshit what we're doing. We can't be throwing a tribal card every time. We can't be throwing kukura wound all the time. We should be held accountable. We have people in influential places. Why they're not doing that? You know, someone is saying, how come Harare? Do you know when Winkner was giving out cars?
Mm-hmm.
Or there was a Zim festival in UK. It welcomed by most Harare artists. Someone is saying, how come Bulai artists are not there? How many people are in the diaspora with money and they've never promoted arts from Bulai?
Yeah, I was surprised.
But recently there was a scene to
I
consent.
only know Bulawayo, really, guys. I only know of Calvin, Mrs. King, Roma 9. You were what, 3. But Harare, even umuntu like a B or C list celebrity, umayithi uzibani bani uzothola Australia uchaya show khona ngani.
Mina kade ngafaka ingoma lapha zamaloka la kobulawayo. Let akhipha lokho cima. That's what we'll do.
Exactly.
And we won't support. Sakitu sector my pity don't think it was guys from South Africa.
Yeah.
Sakitu sector my pity things are guys from South Africa because we thought, South African. And then these are own guys. We never even supported them. They are nowhere now. Yeah. Right? So we are quick to throw the tribal card and whatnot, and yet
we have to do something.
We have to do something on our own, bro.
But anyway, before we vie, because time is gone.
I have a festival in October. Please come support. I have a festival in October, 24 to 26 October.
Yeah. Come
guys,
through.
Please support.
Please.
We have theater night. We have short films premiere night. And we have a stand-up comedy night. So, guys, please come through and support. Yeah, we're going to come for the stand-up.
Maybe we'll come for everything, but we'll see. Yeah,
you should come for everything, bro. You should come for everything.
So, in closing, question of the day.
Yeah.
Do you guys have... do you guys set boundaries and have uncomfortable conversations with your friends, or you just let the vibes vibe until to a point where, like, we resentment can get like a cool, and then you fall out?
You can't be my friend and not be a person who's not comfortable about, you know. all
Okay.
that.
So
Like
when
you cannot be like. There's a friend of mine who to me, we need to talk. Get in the car, bro. The stuff you say, bro, I'm like, cool, uncomfortable stuff. But you then look at this person wants the best out of me.
yeah, he's looking out.
It's not comfortable, but if you are that person who's not comfortable, but who's not comfortable with me, or you telling you the truth, you can never be my friend. So yeah, me and my friends, bro, we say shit out.
How about you, Carl?
Yeah, but not with everyone though. I realized early on that I can't be the same friend to every single person. So I've got people that I keep at arm's length. If it ever gets to a point whereby I now need to have an uncomfortable conversation with them, I'm not that much invested in their lives that I care that much, to be honest.
Okay.
The quicker thing is just to cut them off and hope that somewhere within them they've got a closer friend who will then care enough to say, hey, my friend, lungisa loku, mtanami lungisa loku. I'm just not gonna be that guy. Yeah. There's people that I keep like ngoba I know kulama survive nje, once in a while, every other month or so, we link up and it's chill. I'm not that much invested in their life, and they're not that much invested in my life, But there's definitely like people that I consider close, people that I've got like those kind of. There's always that like, you check, and I never take it personally, and they never take what I say personally.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not like Maforty. I'm not like that with all my friends.
But for me,
I think that's
for
true.
me,
That's true for me too.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's how maybe especially when Vuyi, maybe
Yeah.
I think we move. I think like Maforty maybe in a way we get exposed to a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to make it sound like we're famous.
But it's,
no,
we interact with people literally on a daily basis.
Yeah, we interact
Yeah.
with a lot of people.
So
bro.
I can't
Like,
bring
ebona
100% of myself to all those. No.
Actually, babe, we etafuleni hambe zonkhulumisa into ethu.
Yeah.
Nani la lowe bar inside deep. Who's down baby slip njalo. So abanye of course umuntu lwana uzabe ekhulumisa kusasa khulumisa and then they'll start feeling like you're friends now.
Yeah.
And then there's something maybe they are doing or there's something you are doing that makes them uncomfortable. But I just want kind of like that.
Yeah.
So how does that thing get addressed?
Yeah.
So for
I don't bring
I'm a blunt person.
100% of myself.
Me, I'm a
to
blunt
all.
person, bro. And that's because utabisa amanga.
But no, Maforty, let's say when asisobangane like that. When Maforty podcast, I don't know Maforty podcast. Sesihlangene kusho kaVuyi. Maybe sahlala eceleni sanatha sonke ide la khona. Kusasa futhi kwenza cause ibulawa yincane. So sihlangane futhi bese smoke house. Ngicine senile numbers zakho, ngicine senje. So ngani ngike ngufo Maforty ofa ungasambe movie whatever. But truth ukuthi asobangane. Like that.
Okay, so for me,
So ngakubona wena maybe uponda ngubusenze inye into. Mina engqondweni yami zabona but
so
this is just a guy no. Akumelanga ukuthi ngiqase maybe ukuzama ukuthi ngimparent. I don't know how he's going to take that.
I've become more of a very antisocial person.
Yeah.
So my circle is becoming smaller and smaller each time, and that's okay. So whoever is close
That's
to
where
me,
I'm going to, yeah.
So whoever is close to me, trust me, they are my friend, and they know me. To Maforty, who come straight and say, before my sister, but in Maforty you can say the same thing, and he's cool with it. I wanna this. Remember when I was telling you about that guy who's gonna hey, one was school miss you was snacks. I'm like, dude, I've never met you. You're supposed to introduce me first. I could have said, I'm not that person, bro. I mean, I fire it konapo papa. So the next time I will try.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a level where I don't want stress. Like, I love peace more than anything else.
I'm coming from a place of Vuyi. There are people that I know. Vuyi, they end up resorting to going to say maybe Vuyi as in Maforty ndoda ithanda ukwenza so into lena ngiyithanda but mina lo Maforty siyakhuluma zona Maforty asikhuluma why nginga open up i-platform enlanti ngikwanisa ukuthi imthetho Maforty style yakho le J iyanyanyisa ulothi ngikaze ucina senze tshela into enjalo Vuyi because uVuyi uzanceda ngani uVuyi so Maforty so guys.
I'm just gonna say, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, that's crazy. So vele sibo, let's cultivate the culture naliyani ukuthi
Yeah.
always say things out. No right kuphela ubungani bakhona nxa kuyikuthi lama
I keep it 100%.
I have people that were closest to me.
I genuinely believe.
Then umuntu wathi wahamba. And then I was like, okay, that's fine.
Vele ungahamba ungahamba usuncedile one less stress.
Exactly.
I sincerely believe that iqiniso kaliqeda ubuhlobo.
Amen.
Wabona kuphela kade ungasobuhlobo.
Athi ungasosihlobo.
Exactly, yeah.
So before we close, I wanna give a shout out. I met a guy called Lambert. So he walks into a pharmacy and he sees me. And all the time, since the processor into Zake, we are nkangele. Then when he's about to leave, like, I know you. I'm like, no, and I don't know you. They're like, I know you from the podcast. I'm like, Then he says, he stumbled upon the podcast. So he's still back there.
He's
We start
coming
catching up on our episodes. And he has asked I want to be Harare, his friends in Harare, to watch. And he has told them, you can switch on auto
captions.
Subtitles. I have Puma. And he's pushing them to watch, right? This craziest thing happened. Is it yesterday? Yesterday. I'm sitting in an office, bro. I'm talking to a very important person. You have to make your story straight. Because otherwise your project is fucked. Then when a meeting is done, he says, you know what, I've been sitting here, I'm asking, where do I know you from? Where do I know you? I'm like, I'm sorry, I would know, but maybe it's since I'm always around, doctors. Then he's like, no, I know you from the podcast. I stumbled upon it and I'm loving it. And like, you guys keep it up. And I'm like, so I want to give up, shout out to Lambert and the medical superintendent at Gwanda Provincial Hospital. Those guys are watching us. So thank you guys for watching. And remember, I'm not away, I'm on leave. So I came back because of Ralph. I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
My special shout out is actually to these guys, Zulu Fashion House. It's been home for give or take 2 years now.
No, 1 year and some months.
1 year and some months.
Yeah.
Round it
Shout
off
out,
to
yeah. Coming at you live from Zulu Fashion House.
Shout out. You know, like it takes a lot of trust for you to just give a random people your space.
Exactly, yeah.
Every week
for such a long time,
almost 2 years. You know.
And you haven't seen Master in a very long time.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Master as well.
Master in a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a sale, guys. You.
And it's summer, and I'm seeing something that you guys need to wear on summer.
I'm also saying.
I'm seeing something you guys need to wear on summer.
Come to the shop, guys.
Come to the shop,
Please.
Yeah,
There's a sale. We actually got some things before we started recording here over here. So we're gonna be looking fly church namely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys go to church?
Yeah, we do, bro.
I don't know about you, but
me I go to Sazan.
sure.
Sure. And it's been doing amazing stuff.
That's all right.
Also, shout out to the out of the country branch. They're holding it down.
Oh, they are still out of the country.
Yeah, they're
that's
still out
okay.
of the country. Yeah. So
Where's MJ?
she's not feeling
MJ is not well today, so she should get better soon. Maybe next episode she's gonna be there.
He's here, but he's not
he's
here.
handling state business, night action.
Maybe such a son or someone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway,
thank you guys for having me. I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm not
Thank you
gonna
for
be around
coming
now.
through, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the call because you literally had told us you won't be available.
Yeah.
But today MJ wasn't well. I had to call you and you
worries,
literally
man.
dropped everything and you came through.
No worries.
So shout out
Come to my
you.
festival, guys.
Yeah, we're coming
Come
to
to
the festival.
One to
Don't
come
worry.
2024. Engage, educate, and entertain.
Shout out.
Now September Valley is my favorite, man. Though.
Oh, wait. Before we go, you promised me something.
What did I say?
It's diaspora linga.
Aliyabuya ngo-October.
Karisachijira futhi.
Why very October? What very Maforty ngabuya ngo-October?
Nile festival.
So shout out to you. I can't say your name, but
she has tickets to the festival.
You've got tickets.
She has tickets to the festival.
Yeah, and this one is definitely gonna see that. She watches very well.
So you know.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Shout out.
Lana eti pu 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 pu.
And they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just hit home in a Honda. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting. I'm okay. I'm just minutes away. You can